So this is an example of the headlines painting one picture and the actual full context, that like diving all the way deep into the shit, painting the whole other picture. You know what I'm saying? Because when I saw that headline, I'm like, huh? They allowed this? Like, they allowed this to happen? But, you know, you just gotta slide a little bit more and dive into the full context of it. And I was like, oh, okay, they got me. And they got a lot of people too. If you look at the comment section, a lot of people was upset by this. But you just dive into the full context and you'll see the full picture. And you'll know the headlines, they do their job though. I won't lie, they do their job. The job is to get clicks. The job is to get reactions and feedback and shit. But I always say it, and what I fully realize from doing these videos, your most initial reaction to something is always gonna be your most emotional. So, like I said, when I first saw it, I'm like, huh? Like, what? How are they allowing this? And I was about to comment too, but I'm like, you know what? I saw there was 4 slides to this post, so I'm like, okay, I'm glad the actual speaker of it addressed it fully, and it's like, we got the full context of this. Let's dive into it.
Tough off the field, smoke his ass, nigga, tough up. Nigga, tough off the field, smoke his ass, nigga, tough up.
Now let's be facts.
What are you laughing at? Firearm safety is no joke. Stop your fucking laughing. The rules are different for races, right? So firearm safety for white people. Always put your beer down before handling the firearm. Always keep your finger out of your nose while shooting. Always wear a wife beater on the range. And always make sure there are no minorities in your backdrop.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that. That's the first part of it. Yeah, I saw how the headline, the initial headline, okay, I'll put that up for y'all to see. Y'all saw how the initial headline was saying he's facing sorry, speech problems. He's facing backlash for what he said about black people with the gun safety thing. But notice he talked about white people too. Just notice that. I just want y'all to see I just want y'all to see what the headline did, okay? The headline got its desired intent, like the desired effect. You know, people was upset, people was calling him racist, cancel, blah, blah, blah. They got that. But just notice he talked about white people too. Okay, I just want you to notice that. Let's dive back into it.
Before you guys get to laughing too much. Always shoot the gun right side up. Always lick the chicken grease off your fingers before shooting.
Okay, so just hear me out now. Just hear me out, okay? So I will say this is definitely very stereotypical of black people shooting guns or whatever the case is. But this is mostly from movies and media and TV shows and shit like that. Because I honestly, any clip that I've seen on YouTube, whatever cases of real life situations, I've never seen someone doing that. Yo, I've never seen nobody shooting like that, bro. That's TV. That is movies and shit. That is not real life, bro. I honestly have never seen a black person in real life, like a real clip, shooting like sideways and shit like that. But I will be honest with you though. I could understand why this is so stereotypical. I can understand why this is so offensive, because it's stereotypical. It's like, you see that shit in the movie, like that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? The slow-mo shit, the guy is shooting like that and all that crap. But that's not real life though. And honestly, if I was in the crowd, I wouldn't even have been offended by that. But you could hear it, like it rubbed people the wrong way. It ruffled a little bit of feathers. But we, as you know, my community and shit, we're always a little bit more sensitive to these type of jokes. Always. I'm not saying it's right or wrong in whatever cases, but that's just the observation. And especially when it's a non-black person saying the joke, it's always gonna hit a little differently, a little bit more emotional. You know what I'm saying? Always. And that's what I realized. So while he definitely did talk about both, you know, sides, you know, the white and the black, he definitely talked about both. It just resonated a little bit more with us because we're always more sensitive to this type of shit. And just a little personal thing, right? I had went in for the NYPD police cadet. That's like the you know, the base, and then the police officers next. I had went in for the training and shit like that. You know, I was, you know, maybe heading down that path. I'm glad I didn't though, not even gonna lie. But I was heading down that path, right? And I went in for the training, and the guy that was in charge of the training, right? He said the same joke, don't hold the gun sideways and shit like that. He said the same joke, and everybody there laughed. So in that regard, he was black though. So you know, you get a little bit of a pass when you're, you know, you're black and you're making black jokes. You get a little bit of a pass, but at the same time, it really just a matter of the audience, the people that's there, and the person that's saying the joke. Because when he said that shit, everybody laughed. Like, it was funny. And like I said, if I was in the crowd at this event, I wouldn't have felt any kind of way. I probably would have laughed too. But you see, we're always a little bit more sensitive to this type of joke. You know what I'm saying? And there's more context. I wanted to dive into this even more. You know what I'm saying? The real context. You know?
When you get off, I'm putting it right back on. Look, I think racism is funny. Because it's, in order to be a racist, you gotta be so ignorant. Because to me, racism is about fear. About, I fear you, so I want to try to control you, because I'm afraid that if you are left to your own devices, you will rise above me and you will be my ruler. Racism is fear. So I laugh because when somebody talks about some racist shit, I think they've revealed themselves in a way that's quite humorous to me. Wow, aren't you just a little bitch?
Man, who's cutting onions, man? God, that was beautiful right there, man. Can we clap it up for him, bro? No funny shit, and that's another reason why, like, oh God, yeah, I'm not even gonna front. I felt that, bro. I felt that. That was real right there. But that's another case and another reason why you gotta give the full context, bro. You see the caption of the video, right? I'm about to look. A gun instructor is facing backlash after using racial stereotypes towards his black students during a class. He said jokes about white people too. He said jokes about his own culture too. You know, but you see the headline, right? I just want y'all to see this shit. I just want y'all to see. So when y'all looking, y'all scrolling through social media and whatnot, look at the headline, because the desired intent is to get you upset, to get you to write comments, to get you to do whatever. But click the article and actually read it. Hey, they give the full context in the article. The headline is just to get you upset, just to get you to comment, your initial response, you know? But that was beautiful right there, man. That's a way, you know, he set that up perfectly. That's a little life lesson too. Say the racist jokes, say the stereotypical jokes, and then bring it back, like bring it around and get them, you know? I'm sure he had some people emotional in there, man. I'm not even gonna front. When I first saw it, I was like, yo, that's beautiful right there. He did a job right there. I'm not even gonna front. I like that. But it was some real shit though. But you see how the headline can distort your image? That was beautiful, man. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna front. I still find that a little, because to hear the stereotypical jokes and then to hear that after, oh my God. Who's cutting onions, bro? I'm not even gonna front. That was beautiful, man. Let me know what y'all think, though, man. I'm not even gonna front. That was. I like that. I like that, man. I like that a lot. Let me know what y'all think. If you made it to the end of the video, I really appreciate it. Like, comment, and subscribe. Check the link in my description. Book a consultation with me. Any advice you want any advice, man. Anything you want to talk about. Like you feel like you can't talk about it with your family, with your friends, whatever it is, relationship, working out, anything like that, school, anything, bro. Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe if you made it to the video. If you made it to the end of the video, I really appreciate it. And more videos coming soon, man. Oh man, look, Rihanna's calling me. Ah!